hi everybody.
I gotta figure out how to go to my.
Yeah, we have to see. It takes a
Oh.
minute, I think.
Oh, okay. So I want to be able to read the comments as they come, and I can't see too good, so.
Hello, hello. It might be good morning or good evening for you guys.
No, I can't pay attention to that. I just gotta look at chat. So. Let's, delayed.
Yeah, it is delayed. Is it
But
good? Can you guys hear us and see
how's
us?
our connection, moderators?
It seems good.
Yeah, we did try to move. Carl tried to move our what is it?
The internet,
The
the router, the
modem.
Yeah.
thing that, what is it? The Wi-Fi
Modem.
signal.
Yeah.
I moved
So
it
he
out
tried to
into the
move
other
it closer. So hopefully you guys can hear us.
Let's hope we don't get bit by mosquitoes.
So we're just doing like Q&A tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, how do I get rid of this? God. Okay.
Oh, so you can see chats too, right?
Yeah, I wish I could make that bigger. The chat's bigger, so it was like maybe on like a teleprompter.
Okay, well
I can't
Trayvon
see
said
that.
hi. Lucy Young said hi. What a nice surprise. Vicky's Outdoors said hi, Rachel and Carl.
Hi,
so,
guys.
Hi, Vicky and Mark. Yes, hi everybody. We're just coming on here to chat. We'll wait a couple minutes, I guess, for everybody to get on, right?
Yeah. And it's a nice night. It's a little muggy out here tonight. We've been pretty hot and muggy lately.
Vicky asked if we were going to GIE. So we are not going to GIE this year.
We have our oldest is going to college,
Yeah.
so we have to do a lot with traveling back and forth with her, getting her moved in, and
Yeah.
all that fun stuff that goes with anybody who has a child that went into college.
Yeah.
You know that.
It's going to be, I already feel the craziness, to be honest with you. And because it's all starting now in the summer when it's our busiest time. And yeah, we are a big family, and I think that we're all used to being with each other. So I think our traveling
So-
has to be to the coast this year.
Yes. And we're going to be making many trips, obviously. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we are gonna miss you guys for sure, because we did enjoy GIE, and hopefully we can make it next year.
Yeah, the following year. Hopefully, right?
Yeah. So Donald Jackson said, "Ask Carl why he is running from those bees."
Because I don't want to be stung. Last time I got stung, I got hit by one bee in my arm, and it swelled up really big.
Stella said hi.
Hi, Stella.
Hope you guys got my email. What do you do when spading beds and encounter a lot of roots? This happened to me this week. So yeah.
The best thing is, if you can take the end of your spade shovel and file it really, really sharp, it definitely helps with being able to cut through some of them roots. A good sharp spade shovel does that trick. Unless they're really big, then I just sometimes dig around them.
Yeah.
I'll nudge around them, and try to just put little channels around the roots and then mulch over the root itself. So
You really have to do the best that you can.
Yeah.
And even sometimes we've encountered, because people just keep mulching on top. So we've encountered where a lot of the roots have been right there on the top.
they grew on the surface.
Yeah.
Because when you do mulch around trees, you don't ever want to cover the bottom of the tree. You want to leave a little indent out, a couple inches out, with really light mulch.
Yeah, the crown, I guess
Yeah,
you're
the
supposed
crown
to
of the
leave
tree.
exposed. So, have you guys tried to hire employees?
We tried that last year. If you guys have been watching us for a while, we changed the business over from a sole proprietor to a S corp, and it was a bad mistake on our part. We were going to hire employees and everything. We were about making the business, expanding it really, really big.
So this was 2019.
Sorry, bugs are coming after me.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2019, we did everything right, everything proper to be able to hire employees, and then the pandemic hit, and me and Rachel decided that we were gonna just keep it me and her, that we could handle bringing in enough income between the two of us, and sustain ourselves and save a little bit. So, and not deal with the hassle of employees. A lot of people we've seen are having a lot of trouble with employees. Not that we won't ever hire. If we ever have our farm market in the
Yeah.
future and our big farm, that's what we want to. That's where we want to start hiring people. So we ended up going back to a sole proprietor because it actually cost us a lot more in taxes.
Yeah,
doing
I was
the
gonna
S-corp.
say, I was gonna add, to be honest with you, the cost that it was going um, to be able to hire an employee was actually not worth
The things we'd have to give up.
yeah, and just the little bit of extra income that we would be able to add in the long run. I don't
Yes.
think that it would have been nice to be able to take on more work. We were working ourselves to death and we wanted to expand, and that was the way that we were going to try to do it. But unfortunately, for us, we just feel we should stay a husband-wife team, especially for now.
Yes, and the way we run our lawn care business is not traditional like a lot of other guys do. We get up late, we start late. That's another reason with the employee thing.
We work around our children,
yes.
to be completely honest with you.
So having an employee, you have to be ready at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, whatever set time you want to have. Oh man, there's a lot of glare on my glasses, isn't there? But there's a set time employees and be ready to go, and we're just not that type of workers.
Yeah.
We get up and do what we need to do when at a decent time.
Yeah. So Grace said hi from Virginia. Grace, I didn't know that you were from Virginia, but thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Trayvon said it's funny when you're running from the bees. Stella asked, how tall am I? I am actually I say 5'2". The doctors say that I'm like barely pushing 5'1.5". So maybe I'm shrinking, I don't know. Carl's a whole foot taller than me.
Yeah, I'm about 6'1". So
yeah. So, good night coming from Miss Nicey. Donald's from Martinsville, Virginia. The hanging baskets look awesome. Thank you.
yes, they are doing good. It's been a struggle because once again these I have to wear every day regardless. So every other day because I feel how heavy they are. But the stuff out in the garden, all the pots and stuff, I'm still every day putting a sprinkler on for an hour a section, moving it. And the stuff in the field I'm going to start tomorrow because it's been now since we've been back from our little mini vacation, almost 5 days and we haven't had any rain here.
Yeah,
So,
again,
and
they had rain on Monday,
Yeah.
I think, right?
but it wasn't
So,
much. And
yeah. Mark said from Mark's Misfit World, is everyone excited for the GIE this year?
I'm excited for you guys that are going.
Yeah,
I'm
sure that you guys are really looking forward to it. I mean, honestly, it was a nice little break, and you did come back from GIE like, all right, we can do this, and
all the
finish
new,
out
all
rest
the
of the
people we
season.
got to meet when we went there, it was just awesome.
So Lucy said, have you an idea? Oh my gosh, there's bugs everywhere. Sorry.
This bright light, I think I'm gonna have to cut these two lights out up here.
Yeah.
Only because they're really bright and they're reflecting.
They are
on me.
both of them.
But
yeah.
we're gonna do more lives, probably hopefully a
Yeah.
couple times a month.
We
and
enjoy them.
We'll
so
we'll
we like
dial in.
answering your questions
Yes.
for sure. So Lucy said, have you an idea where you will buy land for your future home?
We would really like to buy it in Mills River where we live.
Yeah.
But
We would like to stay right in Henderson County,
Yeah.
in the area where we're at. And so we're not 100% sure. We have a realtor, so he knows what we're looking for.
it's tough because stuff has gone way
Yeah.
up. When we first moved here, even in West Asheville, houses were only like 200 and something thousand, and now 10 years later, 650, 700,000. And land's getting expensive. But if we move just a little bit more to the west, then the price drops dramatically because we're moving more out towards the forest.
Yeah. So Ryan said, "Hey, happies." Hi, Ryan. Donald actually said, "When are you all going to get the truck back?"
Oh, I haven't put a video up yet. I think it's going to be tomorrow's video. We actually got the red truck back.
Yay!
So anybody that's not going to be in, we're going to talk about warrant. We talked about warranties in the video and if they're worth it or not. And we did get the truck back, and it only cost us $100. So if you guys, here's a little, what is it called, a sneak peek.
Yeah, yeah.
The warranty covered everything, so.
Yeah, it was, we were very, very, very thankful. So thank you for all your prayers and
Yes.
your good vibes.
Because if not, it was almost $6,000 to fix that transmission.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a good one. What is the most work you have ever done on a yard? Is any job you take ever a challenge?
I overthink things, so sometimes they can be a challenge for me. I'm always worried that I'm not going to do it to perfection. I think that's my problem. But I know we can do it, and Rachel will push me to do it.
I do push him to, he would be, so Carl has, since we've been open in 2010, over the winter especially, we do projects
Yes.
and, you know, different, so in the past couple of years, we have recorded some of them, so if you look back, there are videos on those bigger projects. But one that he really did that I enjoyed, I wish that I would have been able to be out there, but our children were young. He built steps going up, you know, go ahead, you want to
They were up, the homeowner had a house down at the bottom, and then she had another house that she was building. Well, it was built already. They turned it into like a guest house. And there was only access up one side, and she wanted steps up. It was to go up the mountain. We ended up putting I ended up putting 24 steps up the mountain. They were wood steps. What I did is I put them in a box like this and like this. And then I dug the two ends into the mountain, rebarred them down, and then we filled it with gravel. But I didn't rent a machine. I dug all them steps out of the side of the mountain. I must have moved tons of dirt, just with a spade, shovel, and by hand.
So that had to be pretty challenging.
That was challenging, but it turned out really nice. The
Yeah.
only thing is we didn't get to do mulch around it, and I
Yeah.
was disappointed because I think mulch makes everything pop.
Yeah.
Um, As far as the largest, I gotta say, pulling that pond out and
That was the largest, you think? Because what was the other? Remember, we cleared the woods for somebody?
we rented a machine and cleared the whole woods out for the all the dead limbs and
Yeah.
stuff. Now that's just moving stuff, and Rachel got to use the heavy equipment.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. We never
Now-
we rented from our trusty rental.
Now, here's another look into, if everything goes right, you guys will see the largest project that we've ever done. Between me and Rachel, and I might have a friend come help out. He already said he would.
Yeah.
But this is going to be from start to finish, all new landscaping. They're already a client. They're building a new house. We have to go look at the land.
We actually probably are gonna have to get a couple people involved.
Yes, we're going to need to get heavy equipment.
And we did already talk to a few people, but yeah, so we're definitely excited about that.
I wish I knew how to do irrigation and had license for irrigation here in North Carolina, but I don't because it's like all the irrigation, everything.
And lighting.
Lighting. I wish
So
I had
if
the
anybody
lighting.
right in this area in North Carolina does watch us and you guys are licensed to do irrigation and lighting,
Just
or
let
have
us
a lot of
know,
knowledge,
and
please,
we'll see
yeah,
if they want you to bid on the property.
that would be
That would,
fantastic.
that would be fantastic.
So David White said, Happy, thought you were growing those baskets to sell. So, well, I can let you answer because that was for you.
Well,
The baskets really weren't to sell.
no, they were for me. My favorite hanging basket flower is fuchsia, even
Yeah.
though in the beginning it was hard for me to get it to, the hound dog's barking.
Somebody's gonna have to go get her, please.
My moderators are sitting over here, Kayla and Paige. I think one year we picked these up, and we only got a couple to one year, and they're such a beautiful flower. They have so many different varieties here of these, and I fell in love with them. And I said to Rachel, "Can you order me some fuchsia baskets this year?"
Yeah.
And we thought we were getting a whole bunch of different kinds, but there's 7 kinds.
Yeah, there was only 7 different varieties, so we only got 12 or 14 did we get?
I think we got 14 altogether. We have ones hanging around a tree and
Yeah.
stuff. And I never intended to sell these ones. I
No.
thought I was going to maybe propagate some of them and put them in baskets. And I could still do that because I've kept them all alive. But we just have so much going on. And I have so many things I want to do, but
Yeah,
not
what
enough time.
we did plan on selling was any extras that we had that we didn't use.
yeah, like any extra like vegetables, peppers, tomatoes. And
Yeah.
we're going to have a lot of extra tomatoes. And we didn't open a stand up to sell this stuff because we only have a few things like cucumbers, you know, our snow peas didn't come in. So it's kind of like we're experimenting, and I've really got into flowers this year.
Yeah.
And they're just beautiful to have.
Well, and the flowers also will just be something that I will have that when we do have extra tomatoes that I can't process, extra peppers that I can't process, which there will be a point this summer, even if it's only for a couple weeks,
Yeah.
and you know we make a couple $100, it's still seed money
Yeah.
that we can put back.
And the
So-
chickens eat whatever we have extra.
So if anything, the garden saves us tons and tons and tons of money.
And I really, it's not work for me. I know it looks like work, but I really enjoy it. It's all, especially when things go good. But when things go bad, it's a little disappointing.
So hopefully it's not so fuzzy. Donald said that it was a little fuzzy, but American Pride Lawn Maintenance said, "Hi Happies, hope you're all doing well. Do you guys still use the Steel 111 RX?"
No, the shaft
Oh,
broke.
it cleared up now.
The shaft broke for the second time. I guess it was stripping out, and they fixed it under warranty, and then it happened again, and I just was fed up with it. I still have it. I mean, it still probably runs. It's just that I never got it fixed. I just got another one. And I'm still having problems with that 94R. I'm going to go get it tuned up. One day it ran really good, started on the second, third pool, and then just when it got really hot out in these last couple of days, hot and muggy, it just seemed like it didn't want to start. And when it did, it bogs down.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so David said that you were a good passenger seat driver on the way to the coast. And Vicky said when she starts traveling in their motorhome, we will try to meet you. That would be a lot of fun. We
Yeah.
love the KOAs because of Mello, of course, you guys know.
the big pyramid.
Yeah. So if you guys are visiting any KOA, then for sure let us know. And if it's closer to like the coast area, then we are definitely in because then we can just make Kayla meet us there.
Yeah.
So, yes, we need to get the air fixed, Donald said. And
We are actually.
Grace also said, did you get the AC fixed? So I guess you probably, yep, Wayne Rowland also asked, so I guess you better address that.
It's scheduled, sorry, the bugs are biting my ankle. It's scheduled to be fixed on, they're taking the car on the 12th of August, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So we're dropping off on the 12th of August to get the air fixed. They're going to look at it. That should be covered under warranty too.
Yeah.
I thought the warranty company would kick us off the warranty by now, but we've well used our warranty. on
Yeah,
that one.
so hopefully they don't kick us
No,
off the
no.
warranty.
So
So Walter Job Jr. said hello, Rively, as usual. And Trayvon said, do you guys do fall leaf cleanups and snow removal?
no snow removal. Yes, fall leaf cleanups, and they're not. We don't advertise to clean up to take on new cleanups in the fall. We just kind of mow and bag up the leaves. We tell our clients that we continue mowing even when the grass slows down to pick up all the leaves, and Rachel usually bags them up, and we do bring them back here so we can recycle them back into the farm.
Yeah.
Snow removal, I don't want to. We were from Jersey, and I know how to drive in the snow. Not so much Rachel, but I know how
I'm
to
not
drive
allowed
in the
to
snow.
drive in the snow.
No, Rachel doesn't have good experience driving in the snow. I prefer not to drive in the snow in the mountains, so no, I would never do snow removal.
Yeah.
It's too hard for me, I think.
So Kylie Mundy said, just in time, hello Rachel and Carl. Hello Kylie. And let me go back to Zane. Do you guys do year-long maintenance contracts? So so you have money coming in all year like teachers.
No, we tried that.
Yeah, we did try that actually. The first couple years, we tried, taking an entire year because we did have some clients that wanted, more than just mowing.
They
So
wanted pruning and stuff like that.
yeah. So we tried, bulking all of that together and dividing it by 12 months to do a yearly contract. And we would get to December and January, and clients wouldn't quite understand why they were paying us when we hadn't been there. So it just got to be more,
Of a hassle to try
Yeah.
to fill out them people.
yeah,
And not to say you have to save up for the winter fund. Not to say that the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years were a struggle in the winter, but they were. But now we kind of fill it in with landscaping projects.
Yeah.
We're at the point, because you guys know we only husband and wife team. We have 41 mowing accounts. We actually we were getting calls every day, and we keep referring them to friends. But our one friend got out of the business, and the other one, he's only himself, Stacy Lawn Commander. But I told Rachel, you got to change the message on the phone. And as soon as she did, saying we're not taking on more mowing this year, only fall projects and aerations, no more messages.
yeah.
And I
So-
hate to
and
turn
I-
down all the work, but we're happy. We're content where we're at.
Yeah, we've been sending a lot to everybody.
Yeah.
Ardell said, just seeded 50 acres with red clover and alfalfa. Want to mow it for me in about 2 months? No.
And make a good video.
Yeah,
right?
it would make
So-
a good video. So, what do you do it as a cover crop, or like?
That's some thick stuff to
Yeah.
mow after 2 months. That would definitely be a mess.
Am I the only subscriber that's not in the landscaping business? I enjoy your personalities and work ethics, and that's from Lucy. So I don't think that you are the only subscriber that is not with lawn care. I do think that we have quite a few that are starting their business just because that is the, I guess I don't know, what do I want to say? The community that we started out in.
Yes.
But we also chose the name Happy's Family because we didn't want to just limit ourselves.
To lawn care and landscaping, because as you
Yes.
guys know that have been following us for a while, we want to transition into having our own nursery to sell the plants, and like a pick your own farm market for families to come together there. And like we're gonna have to probably start it out first just selling stuff in the market, but eventually we want to have all raised beds where it has flowers and everything that people can come and enjoy the farm.
Yeah. So let's see. Trains and Trucks Buff said, what happened to the transmission in the red truck and what was the reason for replacing it? It actually blew.
Well, they didn't tell us exactly what happened. We were going to Tennessee and we noticed that we felt something with the truck. It just felt different. So I thought we were having bad gas, because the gas station the week before ran out of gas. Like they were low on gas and it was slow.
And they were working on it
Yeah.
too. So,
I thought maybe-
and it didn't start happening until we were
all the way in
almost,
We were pulling into the resort and I said, uh-oh. And I said, I'll worry about it later. We started driving home. It was fine. And then when you get up to speed, I think halfway there, you could feel it. You could feel it like it almost felt like a missing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't missing. It was just constant. And then we got back, and the first day we went out to work, you could hear it when it downshifted.
Yeah.
At the top, it would make a winding noise, and it just did not. So we went right back home, and we said we're parking it, and took it into them, and they said, I think, what was it, the transfer case? I guess something. When we called him, he said, you don't want to talk to me. That's what the dealer said.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not the person you want to talk to, and he said,
Because he knew it was going to be expensive.
He said you need
the
a new
entire
transmission.
needed.
So-
So we're just super thankful, and we are not sponsored by the warranty company whatsoever. They did not pay us. We paid for this warranty when we
Yes.
bought the truck, and we're just grateful that we did.
Yes,
so.
and we weren't gonna, and the dealership kind of pushed it on us and sold us $1 over cost, and I'm glad he did
Yeah.
because it's paid for itself.
So, Little's Lawn Care said, hey there, guys. And then L. Lee said, hi, I found your channel less than a week ago. I love you guys and I hope all the best for you and your children. I love learning more about growing and lawns. You gave me happiness. Thank you. Well,
That's
is
amazing. That's
thank
awesome.
you so much. That's so nice.
And that's what makes doing all
yeah,
this
we
worth
appreciate all of your comments.
Yes.
They're amazing. Just the relationships that we definitely have formed.
Family.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are
Amazing.
family to us. Like all the comments, and we try to respond back to as many. We definitely heart them all, but have our moderators have to get rid of anything? Nice,
You're good.
nice.
So Kylie said, Lucy, I'm not in landscaping, but I do mow lawns, and yes, just love this family too. Well, thank you, Kylie.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Donald said, summers are hot. Yeah, summers are hot.
Yeah. And we're talking to today another client, I think it was, and we're not used to this temperature here. Usually, low 80s is fine, but we've been 80. I think we're supposed to get up to 91 a couple days this week, and it was a struggle to work the last few days with all that smoke from Oregon and all the fires.
Yeah, crazy. Is Old Trusty still doing well?
Yes, she's actually doing very well, and we cleaned her up. We're gonna clean her up again, and we're actually gonna have a friend. When we went to help a friend out and pick him up because he got in that accident, we picked him up and he noticed the feel in the truck, and he said, that feels like you guys have a motor mount loose in it. And I always felt it, and I didn't know quite what it was. And I said, I think it might be that. So he's going to end up taking that truck and fixing it for us.
But after we get the air conditioner,
Yes,
we need it
after-
as a backup
yes,
again
definitely.
when we take the air conditioner in to
Definitely.
get fixed. So CR just gave us a super chat, and they said, you all are my favorite channel. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys are awesome.
We really appreciate that very much.
And guys, just to let you know, because I'm looking back here behind the camera, we are going to weigh the garlic. Rachel got what did you get, a fish scale? And a male scale, I guess.
Yeah, so, no, not a male scale, an actual food scale. But I also want to get the fish scale too, so that we could hang it and weigh it, and we'll see, we'll compare the two.
Yeah, and
Two
then
weights,
we're gonna
just make
let
sure
you
that
guys-
we're getting accurate. Let's see, Carl, as much as you water, I hope you are on a well. Thank you both for bringing the reel. So yes, we are on a well.
Definitely on a well, because honestly, guys, if we were not on a well, I would not, there's no way I wouldn't be able to water. I would actually set up rain barrels and hope to collect as much as I can. And that's another thing we're gonna do when we get our farm eventually. But there's no way. We had a client, you guys see the big property we mow, he had a sprinkler system put in this year, irrigation. And when we got dry, he watered it, and he said, last time I seen you, it's a week later, and he said his water bill was $1,000 for the month.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, they have to send all the water up to Asheville, because Asheville doesn't have its own water source, I guess it is. So we have to pay for water and sewer. And if I water 10,000 gallons of water on the farm, they consider me using the sewer at the same time. So then I got to pay for 10,000 gallons of sewer. So,
Yeah, crazy.
but
So Dave G gave us a super chat also. Thanks for being you.
thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
We
thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Yes, we do very much. So Walter Job is just a homeowner also.
I think we have a lot of
I
people
think
that
so,
watch
too.
us, and that's another.
Joe and God One. I'm not landscaping, but I love you all on your channel. Thank you. We appreciate you guys so much. So we do. When Carl came home, he was like, I want to join this community and I want to start making YouTube videos. And I'm like, really, man? Are you crazy? And who's going to really be interested? Who's going to want to watch us? And we never really expected
And now we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So, and we appreciate every one of you guys that comment and subscribe. And that's another reason we did the Happy's family, because we are transitioning. You guys see, we try to do more farm videos for you guys, because a lot of people like watching them.
Yeah.
And we are gonna, I think, do a lot of work. I think everything's overgrown out there.
Everything. So there's so much work to be done. I'm actually tired. I'm very tired this week. You know, just from traveling, and then we did a full schedule still in like shortened days. So, but it's good. Tomorrow's Sunday, and we'll be able to just get back on track.
Yes,
So.
definitely.
Alan said, "Great live, guys. So happy you got your truck back. Thank you very much."
Yes, me too. And I reset the miles, and I told Rachel I said, it's like a brand new transmission. So we should get hopefully 200,000 miles off that truck now, right?
Trayvon is our biggest fan, or you guys are all our biggest fans. We love you, but he said, "Do you guys like making YouTube videos?"
I enjoy it. I love doing it.
Yeah.
To me, it's like in art. I like to do all the editing and stuff. I wish I could figure out. I'm not that computer savvy with all the editing and stuff. I use iMovie. I wish.
You're learning more.
Yes, I am learning more. I wish I could figure out how to use other music I'm using YouTube music, and they don't really offer a ton of selections. But I don't know how to download all that. And Rachel wants to get a GoPro. I do everything with the iPhone.
Yeah.
So I like simple. I like
I
the
think
iPhone.
that we could. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I think that we could do more first person point of view or whatever.
With mowing
yeah.
and stuff like that, because the only time I can get you guys first, point of view mowing is when I use the Beast, and Rachel doesn't let me use that much. So you guys don't ever.
So Johnny Blades of Grass said, "Hello guys, just wanted to stop by and say that I enjoy your videos."
Thanks,
we
Johnny.
really appreciate that. Yes. I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, but Marrakech7, do you ever do sod installation?
Yes, we actually did one last season. Towards the end of the season, we installed, 5,000 square foot of sod?
So we videoed it also, and
it's
if you
in
go
there.
back, if you go back and look, we break up our projects. If you are new to our channel, we break up our projects around mowing, and this was actually in the fall, so it was around like aeration.
It was a
seeding.
friend, and he needed grass in his yard, and we literally squeezed it in. But yes, we do sod. I actually enjoy doing sod. You have to do it the right way, though. Not a lot, but we've come across some people don't prep the soil right. Base is key on everything. When you build a house, foundation, everything. Prep the soil, put some good topsoil down, and the sod will do a lot better. When you plant into some of the soil around here and you don't put many amendments in it, it seems to dry out faster and not do as good.
Yeah, and we have clay.
Yeah.
Clay. So,
Definitely.
I enjoy the sod. I enjoyed the landscaping, I think, more. So we thought that we were maybe gonna do sod again this fall, but it's up in the air, I think. I'm not sure that we're gonna be, unless somebody else calls us for sod.
Yeah.
So
Which one? The big one?
yeah.
We're not doing hers, right?
No, I don't think so.
I would like to do it. The
I
big
think
project.
the building company
It's
is
gonna be
actually
doing
going
the
to be doing the
sod,
sod. So everybody's saying hi to Johnny with Blades of Grass. Yeah, thank you.
I enjoy doing the mulch projects. I enjoy taking beds that are not there at all, making my own little design in them, and because when we do beds and stuff for homeowners, we create them. We create the design, and they usually go with it. Same thing with pruning and everything. Everything we prune, we do it to how we want it. But I enjoy the mulch jobs the most. They transform a yard the fastest and make it look really, really nice.
So we will, going into the fall, we probably will have a couple planting jobs.
Yes.
Like we have a couple clients that wanted plantings, but to do it in the summer heat is just.
It's just to have the homeowner try to water it all the time, and a lot of homeowners get busy. They don't mean not to water the stuff, but a lot of homeowners get busy like we do, and they forget to water it. You can see it when you go to some people's houses and their hanging baskets. They want to keep them alive, but they forget to water them because everybody gets busy.
Yeah. So, and here is, if you guys have been watching us actually, if you guys know, a few weeks back, one of our clients said, "Oh, I'm gonna pull out these rose shrubs. They're dead." And I went around and I'm like, "Well, let me look at them first." And I went around and I looked at them and I'm like, "I suggest that you don't pull them out. I think that you should cut them down way low and just water, water, water. And when we went and mowed last week, right?
Yeah.
There were actually new rose buds on the plants. So if you learn anything from this, plants are so resilient.
Yeah,
What
they're
you need-
resilient,
yeah.
and we were so glad we were there that day because he was ready to pull them out, and they looked dead as dead can be. But Rachel told him to do what he did, and
Yeah.
now they're beautiful again.
So Walter Job said, "Love your butterfly garden. It is a mess right now, but thank you very much." The girls were supposed to help weed the butterfly
But
garden.
they don't, and right now it is overrun by weeds.
Yeah.
We got 5 inches of rain, and I just heavily watered it again today. So hopefully tomorrow I can get that part of the garden cleaned out. We'll
Yeah.
see though.
So Kylie said you are really awesome with garden beds.
Thanks. We want to eventually do all raised beds.
So do you own any steel battery powered equipment? What do you think?
We had the steel hedge trimmers. I don't know what they're called. The HS something.
HSA 56 or like something along those lines.
I love them. They were awesome, but they caught on fire. We have a video on that. They caught on fire in the back of the truck
Yeah.
and caught the back of the truck on fire when we were just getting home and burnt up the combi and the battery operated.
So one, always have a fire extinguisher in your
Yes.
truck or in your truck and your trailer.
Yes.
Very, very important. And two, just if you do have battery powered equipment, because
Unplug them.
yeah, take the battery out. I think that that's where we went wrong. And Carl would buy another one. He actually was just even saying that he really liked how light they were, and he would like to get another. So.
I want to see if they have a commercial side. I don't know. I haven't looked into them lately because I use the combi for everything.
Oh, I know. If Vicky is still watching, we have the same thing that you do. The little one, the
hand
little
shears?
hand. Well, it dropped and it fell apart. So if there is a way that we could possibly, I don't know, maybe even FaceTime with Mark and Vicky or something.
Yeah, to see the pieces fell out of it, and there's these two little flat brackets
Yeah.
that were in there, and I can't figure out how to get it back in.
I
so.
would like to at least get that back up and running, though.
Rachel used it maybe one time.
I know, it was crazy. Little's Lawn Care said, "Are you going to replace the 94R?"
No, I'm gonna take it and get it tuned up. Everybody keeps telling me that it may need to be adjusted, and I had a friend who just bought a Husqvarna. He's not a lawn care guy, but he just bought the Husqvarna, and he ran it a little bit, and they told him to bring it back and adjust so they can adjust the carb and stuff. So I'm gonna see if adjusting the carb works. I don't know how to do any of that. It seems like when I start it, if I hold it so the weed eaters, the engine is towards the ground and the shaft is up, it'll sit there and start running and it'll warm up quicker.
So LN Lawn said, "Possible solution for starting 94R. Lately when I have an issue, I've been loosening the fuel cap. Seems like it's a venting issue." Is that the same thing as what they were saying, vapor locking?
Yes, it is annoying. I know what you mean. I put it at a trailer the other day, and if you have a lot of fuel in there and it's hot, I open it up and you get showered with gas, and it's so annoying when that happens all
Yeah,
over the
that's
place
crazy.
because you're in a rush, not in a rush, but you're in the moment. You're trying to get your stuff
I
ready
don't
to
want
go,
to be
and when
gas all
you
over
hear
me.
it go, and you know it's coming,
Yeah.
and it just erupts like a volcano out everywhere, and it's just then you smell like gas.
So Danny Logan said, "Hey guys, love your videos. I'm just a little west of you in Canton." Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's out by Lawn Commander then.
Yeah.
I know you guys
He's
were
in
having
Waynesville.
issues with the Steel 94R. Yeah, that is the only really issue that we're having.
It's the starting bugs. You know
Bugs.
you can go in the house and moderate.
Yeah, I just need you to keep an eye.
But yeah, that's the only issue. I like it. And guys, I already bent the shaft.
Yeah.
It has
Well,
a
he said
little
that
bit of
he's
a
a
curve.
huge steel guy, but he switched to the Husqvarna, and it's a huge difference. We know somebody that got the Husqvarna. Right?
Josh, right?
Yeah.
Now I don't have any plans of switching, but all my steel stuff worked awesome. I've never had a problem with it. Even the one I was using before this, I could go pick it up out of the garage where it hasn't started, hit the bulb a couple times, and get it in 2 pulls.
Yeah.
This is the only trimmer I've ever had a problem
And
with.
when it wasn't warm, when it wasn't really, really hot out, it wasn't giving them any issues.
No, when it was cool that day, it started on the 3rd
there
pull.
were 2 different people, I think Johnny Mo and Exterminator said that it was vapor locking, they thought, right?
Yeah.
And this is the brand new 94R. We just bought this trimmer.
And the only reason I bought this trimmer is because that's the only trimmer the store had. That's the only one at the time. They had no other trimmers, no other steel stuff. So I ended up getting that one because the other one I was afraid it was going to stop running. But
thanks for coming in and watching our live, Trayvon. He's going, so he's saying bye. And Brian Welsh is, hi Rachel and Carl from Australia. Really enjoy your videos and have learned a lot from starting my own business here in a small town in New South Wales. Don't we have somebody else?
yes, if one place I could visit, it would be Australia.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Australia.
We actually have family that studied in Australia for I think at least one semester,
I think it's
right?
Sydney, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
and then Carl's brother went there too.
Yeah.
So we have stuff from Australia, but
never been there.
yeah. Vince's channel said, "Hey everybody." So do you guys have any questions? I mean, like we said, our plan tomorrow is to work on the farm. Hopefully I have some ripe tomatoes.
Oh, you do have ripe tomatoes out there. You have tomatoes. I ate a pepper. I ate another cucumber. You have banana peppers.
We have lots
out
of
there.
cucumbers. But I think we're actually gonna have to start thinking like the zucchinis. We're definitely gonna have to pull them all out.
Yeah, because the
And
chickens
and
kind of
stuff.
got to them too. They're the things that are pecking the holes in them. I seen them over there.
Really?
Yeah. So
Man, we really thought that we had them held in there. And
as
I guess
long as they
not.
don't get my tomatoes, I'm fine. And they don't usually go after pepper plants.
I know the HLA 65 hedge trimmer, battery powered, has great reviews, but it was discontinued. Oh, was it?
Wait, what was it discontinued for? Fires?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I wonder why it was discontinued. We'll have to. Wouldn't that be crazy? We
Yeah.
never contacted.
No, we never contacted them.
We probably
just-
should have
Yeah.
to let them know, but. Nathan B said, do you guys use bigger blowers for leaf removal, such as wheel leaf blowers, or do you backpack blowers do fine in thick leaves?
So backpack blowers, we only use them. And my opinion on the whole backpack blower is if you are starting doing lawn care in the beginning of the season in like spring, there's no need for the big 800 unless you want to carry something heavy blowing sidewalks off, or any of the big blowers. If I get the smaller one, the 600's nice.
Yeah.
Or the equivalent with the Echo or them. But you don't need any. But if you're going in the fall starting and you need a new blower, then yeah, the bigger blowers make a big difference. The 800.
To
We
be
do have
honest
one
with
of them.
you, my favorite thing to do is mulch up leaves.
Yes.
I will mulch leaves up until Carl says, no, Rachel, the ground is too wet.
Yeah.
But, just mulching them up because, one, it's nutrients going right
Yes.
back into the lawn, and the beast just disintegrates all.
And the little 36 eats them up too.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that
then I
thing-
can put the bagger on the 36 and actually, pick some of them up if it seems like it's too heavy of a cover. But
And it's a benefit to go over it with that after she does it with the beast and pick them up, because the smaller they are when they come back here, the quicker they break down. And we can
so we try to take very little leaves because we
Yes.
do not have like a leaf vac or anything like that. It just, everybody does it different, and you just do what works best for you and your area.
And that's why we end up mowing lawns further into the season to get all the leaves up.
Josh's Lawn and Landscape said, hello, y'all. And I have 2 combis, and they work really well. So, for the Steel 94R. Yeah, what was your combi? Do you remember what your combi was?
The one I have now, Or
The one that
I-
you have now is a big one, right?
Yeah.
Like a 131.
No, it's not that big. It's
A
the
111?
Yeah, it's the 111.
The
I love
111.
the combis. They
Yeah.
You can do pretty much everything with them. That's the 111. I had the 131, and then I had the other one that they had, the smaller one, the 90 something.
Do you guys like chicken? Well, we like to get the eggs from our chickens.
As far as eating chicken,
Yeah.
I'm not a big chicken person. It has to be a certain chicken. We don't eat our chickens. I won't eat our chickens. Rachel wants to, when we get our own farm, grow some meat chickens and have somebody else butcher them because I won't butcher them. But the girl said that we have to raise them somewhere else because they won't let us eat
Thanks,
them.
Kayla.
But
Donald Jackson, good night, guys. Have a blessed night. Thank you.
You too, Donald.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
we appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. Stephen Perry said, hi, guys, watching from Florida.
Hot down there in Florida.
Yeah, so we have family in Florida too, on the west coast of Florida. So are you on the east coast or the west? Actually, you have family on the east coast too. So we
Yeah,
have,
now we do. Yeah, family on
good.
the east and west coast. Yeah, our aunts.
How often do you encounter snakes on a property?
Not often. I think I encountered maybe 2 black snakes in a couple years. Now, 8-10 years back, I had a kid working with me that got bit by a copperhead, and he refused to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
He got really sick. It was a friend of mine, but he refused to
He
go to the
actually
hospital.
was living with us, so he was a family friend. He moved in with us to help us with the business a little bit. Excuse me. He had been landscaping in New Jersey, moved here, and thankfully, all we have to say is thankfully it was an adult copperhead because
Yes.
from what we understand, it just struck at him and barely bit him. Whereas if it was an adolescent, they don't understand how to release.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think it was just a warning strike, like get away, you're in my area.
I'm not afraid of snakes.
But he did get very sick, and oh my gosh, it was very scary. But the doctors around here have told us that anything that we do have around here, like you have enough time to get
Yeah, to get
Yeah.
the antidote or the
whatever you need
have
to
to
do.
get for
Yeah.
it, he said. Because our sons like to flip rocks over and stuff.
Yeah, I asked
So.
because especially our 13-year-old likes to get into everything. So, Walter said your fuchsia plants are so beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks, Walter.
Oh, so he's in Daytona Beach,
Daytona
Citrus
Beach, Florida.
Springs, Florida. Yeah, so that's over on closer to the East Coast, I think, right?
Yeah, south of Jacksonville.
My favorite type of chicken is fried. I like
I like KFC.
yeah.
That's the kind
Or
of
barbecue. I like barbecue chicken. So, how is Jared doing?
Good.
Yeah. Do you all have a pesticide license? I'm working on mine. Good
Yes.
job. Yes, that was actually the best thing that we probably could have done.
It opens you up to so much extra income. Like as far as like if you have your pesticides and herbicides, you can put down fertilizers with the pre-emergence in it. When you do aeration seed, you can offer all that. When we didn't have a license, if we did aeration, we couldn't put any of it. Well, in the beginning, we could as long as it didn't have any herbicide in it. But we ended up getting our license. That way we could put all that down. I did have, what was it, 1 year, I had, the extension office came out and they were checking everybody in the area for license. So make sure you guys do have a
So
license.
this was what we were in business like maybe 1 or 2 years, and we really didn't know
Yeah.
the laws with fertilizer. And at that point, when he was confronted by the extension office, we didn't get our license at that point. We told him like, okay, now we understand, and he won't put anything down with a pre-emergent or
No Roundup, nothing.
Yeah.
You can't spray anything on anybody's property and take money for it.
And then we just built the business, and then we decided when it was right for us to go get our license. But all in all, it was not a big expense.
No, not at all.
And we were able to really add the clientele that we were aiming to get, I
Yes.
think. So, we are looking at trying to just do full service and, maintain as much as we can on somebody's property.
Yeah, there's a lot. Do the grass, the bushes, any
No more bear
fertilizing.
sightings.
Not yet. I'm sure we're gonna see more bear by the end of the year, and I'm sure I'll get stung probably again. Hopefully not.
No, hopefully not.
Well, I got lucky on that one job on the hill. I
Yeah,
hit
you
them.
did.
There were 3 nests in that yard.
Yeah. How often do you sharpen your mower blades?
You should do it every week. We probably do it every 2 weeks to 3 weeks. But we're not cutting any. We're cutting usually all yards that are really nice grass. We don't cut many weedy yards. I'm actually going to sharpen them tomorrow to start off next week, fresh with new blades.
Yeah. GDS Lawn Care from Greensboro, North Carolina, first year in business and want to get advice on getting more clients and being successful in the business.
Number one thing: show up
Yeah.
and
Do a good job.
And do a good job.
Always give 110%.
Always give 110% and leave the yard and leave the client happy.
Yeah.
And word of mouth spreads really fast when you do that. If you
Word of
do a
mouth
really
is
good
your
job.
best friend, for sure. And even like if you want to give them a little bit more incentive, especially being new in business, you could say, if you refer a client and they sign up with me, then I will give you $5, off your next mowing.
And definitely something that you should do, Google My Business.
Yes.
Get that set up so you have a Google My Business account. That way people can give you reviews. When you do a job, you ask a client to give you a review and maybe you'll give them a discount. And then get a bunch of positive reviews built up, and then that'll help your name spread. Now, we don't do much as far as paying for advertising. We have our website, but when we started 10, 12 years ago, our main thing was Craigslist. We advertise a lot on Craigslist.
Now I actually think what a good advertising would be, and we might even have a video on this too, would be boosting your Facebook page. Yeah.
Because you can concentrate the area you want to target with Facebook.
For sure. Waymaker Lawn Care said hi, y'all. So that's Rob with Waymaker Lawn Care.
Hey, Rob. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. You getting attacked by bugs over there, moderator?
Have you tried a beer bird on the barbecue? It's where you put a can of beer in the chicken and it steams it. We did. Do you remember when we had friends over? We did actually cook a chicken like that on the barbecue.
Should we try that with one of our chickens?
It was really,
No?
it did stay really like juicy, I wanted to say. Yeah, that was good. I got a letter from my lawn care company saying that I should have put traffic cones out behind my trailer. Does it really matter? Do people really care? Thanks. It really depends on what roads you're on, I think.
For safety, you probably should.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on really busy roads where people are going fast.
We always wear bright colors. Wear bright colors. Like, I am always wearing, like, the crazy head wraps. People can see us. We are known that we're there.
And some people say we should put cones around, like, like if I'm weed eating, around the trailer. We're on a lot of small roads here, and if I were to put cones around everything, we'd be impeding a lot of traffic. So my head's on a swivel. I'm making sure I'm looking everywhere at all times. Anytime I do passes, that's why if you guys notice hills on the side of the road, I'll weed eat backwards so I can see the cars coming my way and jump out of the way if I have to.
Mm-hmm. So, let me see. So you probably should if it's your lawn care company and that's something that they're requiring. From what I'm gathering, it's maybe you work for them. I'm not sure. But if it's something that they're requiring you to do, you probably should do it.
Yeah.
That would be the
It definitely will help people see the trailer more.
Sunderbing said, hi, watched your excellent video on using the Corona Edger. Yeah, that little Corona Edger was good too.
I still have that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Carl did like it because it was easy to kick it, right, as
Yeah.
you were going. Now, the only thing that's nice about his spade shovel is that he can sharpen it, like just like how he sharpens the blades.
Hmm.
He does take it every once in a while and sharpens that also. So that does help with like the rocks that we have to try to dig
The
out
roots
and the
and
roots.
stuff, and that's why we don't really use a edger. They make edgers for the combi, but we have so many rocks and boulders and like roots and stuff, and when you hit that, it's not gonna go through the rock.
Yeah.
So I just prefer, and me personally, I think it looks nicer with a good spade shovel, nice and clean, nice and tight.
Yeah, I'm glad that helped you though to learn how to do clean edges
Nice.
because that is one thing that Carl really does. He enjoys his edges and
We won't take on a mulch job unless we need the beds.
Yeah.
Or put like a natural rock or something down.
our clients really have always said that it really just makes a difference. And
Yeah, it does definitely make a difference, and it helps hold the mulch in.
Kylie said that the girls did a beautiful job on Mellow's tail. Yes, that was Paige that did that. So
And it's all pet friendly, so.
yeah, it is all pet friendly, and it was cleared from the vet.
And she did a little test spot on him
Yeah.
to make sure he wasn't allergic to it.
Yeah, so it is. So it was just something fun, and it just brings like attention to him when he goes to the park, and
Definitely.
he just enjoys it so much. He
Oh, he laps it
loves
up.
people. Yes, loves people.
Sometimes a little too much. So
I know.
He gets all up on him.
So Nathan B said, "Have a good night, Rachel and Carl." Well, thanks
Awesome,
for
Nathan.
coming.
Have a good night.
Yeah,
Thanks for stopping
coming.
by.
Please do a maintenance video sometime. How you maintain your mowers. Thanks for the inspiration, and that's from Zane.
Okay.
So, I think that we probably have, and then we've also even had videos like when we did reviews on the Beast and on the Z1 and on Carl's 48. But keep watching because we always do this stuff again, and this
Yeah.
is our life, so we do lots of maintenance.
And I do have to. I do eventually have to change the oil in the walk behind. And the 36, we don't put as many hours on it. And the Beast, we can go 500 hours on that.
Laser Goat 30 said go. Go.
But as far as like the blades, I'm gonna change them tomorrow. I have to mow all of our yard. It's like overgrown. Like
Well,
really
and you're gonna do the thing with the steel now too, right? With the line, you're gonna.
Oh yeah, but Oh, you told them.
Oh.
So we are gonna do something. As you guys watch the Echo Speed Feed head thing, and thanks for all you guys' feedback. I am gonna try an Echo Speed Feed, but I have to go 2 weeks first with the steel. We're doing a video on how long I can. I think I can go through. I actually know I can. I can go through all 41 accounts with one spool on my string. Maybe even 60 accounts. I think I'm on 10 hours of straight weed eating on one
Have a
spool.
good night, Little's Lawn Care.
But we're gonna go Sunday to Sunday for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna switch up to the speed feed and just see how many times I change out each one, just to see. I gotta try the speed feed. I gotta see if I like it. I know I'm gonna like how it works probably, but I'm not gonna like having to change it a million more times. And literally, I think I'm gonna find out that I would change it 30 to 50 more times a year, the way I weed eat.
So, did you guys work for a lawn care company or a business and gained experience before deciding to start your own business?
As far as mowing, I did for not even a whole season, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I built cabinets and countertops for 10, 15 years of my life when I got out of the Marine Corps. And then when they laid us off, I would go and work part-time with a tree service guy, cutting trees down. And then I think the year before we left here, I started mowing grass. And I think it was the first time I ever used a zero-turn sit-down mower when I started working for Sean.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the first time I ever mowed. He's the one who actually taught me how to do edging, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
The first mulch job I did with him.
And that probably had to be the reason why we decided to open a lawn care business. We just thought that it was, the most economical way
the
to
fastest,
have our own
cheapest,
freedom.
easiest way
Yeah.
because it's not, to start your own lawn care business, you don't need $20,000. You don't need the big mowers. We started like most guys did with nothing with the push mowers. I mean, I wish I could have snapped my fingers and had a loan to buy all that nice stuff back then,
Yeah.
because we'd be a little further now. But
we were a family trying to survive
and we
and
moved
start
away
a
from
business.
everybody,
Yeah.
600 miles away with nothing.
So I couldn't even go out and help because I was at home watching little kids, you know, our babies, and so they weren't in school yet. So that's when I was able to sit home and just concentrate on getting our business name out there, branding our name, and
I was out there with a push mower,
yeah.
a weed eater,
So
and
I
a
think that
backpack.
helped, right? The
Yeah, definitely.
advertising.
But
Have you guys used the steel rotary scissors or power hoe? I'm curious how they do commercially. We haven't used them.
I don't even know what the power is.
Yeah, I don't know. Rob said, how often do you guys go live? And we're trying to do more often. We enjoy chatting with you guys, and we know that you guys have questions, and it just, you see more of us, our personality, and we can actually talk when we go live.
So I will say we'll definitely do it probably twice a month. Definitely.
Yeah,
So,
at least once a month, for sure. Have you tried using a weed eater without a guard? Yeah, you
yes, I did try using the weed eater without a guard. I actually used the weed eater without a guard and a speed feed head, and it was a Husqvarna weed eater, right?
Yeah, it was.
So all different. I had a friend let me borrow it for a couple weeks, and it had the speed feed just to get the hang of it.
Yeah.
And I don't like using the weed eater without the guard.
It was light.
Yeah, it was light.
But no, it did. Everything hit my ankles when I was
I
using
get
it.
more. I don't. The string to
I think
me.
that's why he let us use it, right? Because
to let her try to use
to
it
try to let me
because
try because it does seem smaller than the steel does. Now this steel is smaller, or at least feels lighter. So.
Yeah. So with the whole guard thing, I prefer to have the guard on. Insurance reasons one, and just so things aren't hitting me and stuff. But I think it's mainly just because of insurance reasons. And the string wise, I tried letting the string out further and further, and I like my string going faster. And you guys know, if the string's out, the further you go out, the slower the string spins around, because it's not made to have the string go out that far technically. But I like it going faster because it chops up the grass a lot faster. And Rachel tells me to do a video on edging and weed eating, because the way I do my edging, I don't get hardly anything into the beds of the mulch bed. And it's just a specific way you hold the weed eater, I think.
Yeah. What line thickness do you use, and what trimmer
Oh my
line?
goodness, she's something today, isn't she? But okay, line is the .095 steel line, the orange line. I've tried many different lines. I always go back to the orange steel line. Now, I don't know if it lasts longer. Right now, I'm going to get ready to do that whole experiment I was telling you about. And I told Rachel after that, I'm going to test the line. So if you guys know any lines that you prefer, I'm going to use the .095 steel line. And I got to say, I'm probably really good, an expert at conserving line and making my line last. So I'm going to see which one's the best. I'm going to try the Echo Black Diamond again, the steel round line, and then if you guys give me a couple other lines, I'm going to run through the whole schedule with the lines. That way every line is the same, every line gets the same amount of yards to weed eat, and I'm going to see which one truly lasts the longest and which one is the best.
Jay's Crazy Cut said, hey y'all, we just got in and been catching up on mowing all day. Oh man, you and Christina must
You
be
guys
sick.
still getting all that rain down there?
Yeah, they were getting tons of rain still, I think.
Oh, man.
Like every week, right? It just hasn't stopped, so.
Too bad we can't send that up to the west, out to the west and northwest.
So I guess they were able to catch up today though, right? So, oh man, you guys must be beat. I felt tired today, so I'm sure.
And this is the time of the year where you burn out. Rachel's right. Today, walking up the house, I told her today I actually felt worn out. And we took a 3-day vacation too.
Yeah, I know.
But I guess it's because we've been under air quality alerts for 3 days, so.
So Josh's Lawn and Landscape said you should try the Steel CF3 line. I didn't even know that there was that.
I'll have to try. I've tried the steel quiet line. I tried the they have the steel
braided
the
one.
braided one. I've
yeah.
tried. Um, yeah, I've pretty much tried a lot of them. I haven't tried any Oregon line. I think there's some people saying Oregon
Echo
line.
Crossfire line is nice too.
I'm gonna try a bunch of different ones and see. Like I said, I'm pretty conservative at. We did our big property today, and I'm almost at the end of the spool, and I think I had, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 6 wraps left around the spool, and I ended up weed eating.
Yeah.
I think that entire 1.5 acres with 2,000 foot of fence line, and I didn't have to re-spool. So.
And it is the orange pentagon shaped line, right? That we're using, that you use.
What, the round line?
Yeah.
It's
a round.
No, it's just round.
It's orange round
It's
line.
orange round line. It's just, it comes in a big spool, and not the quiet. They have a quiet line that's the same thing, but the quiet line is no good. I wouldn't get that.
So we mow tall fescue here in the mountains, and we mow at least 4 inches. I definitely find the higher we mow, the better the lawns look.
And the better they withstand the drought and stuff that we went through this year.
I mean, when you mow higher, it actually drowns out weeds also. We have one client that is constantly all year trying to get us to go lower.
And when we go lower, the
Yeah.
buttonwood starts to creep
Yeah.
in, the other stuff starts to creep in.
Yeah.
And even though you have pre-emergent buttonwood, once that gets in the lawn, if you don't spray it, anytime you cut it and you throw it into the lawn, it can re-root into the ground, if you guys didn't know that. So that's a tough one to get rid of. And Rachel's right, every time, can you go lower? Can you go lower? And that seems to be when the weeds started popping up.
Yeah, I think so too. So Joe and Godwin said, have you tried using the Darwin grip? We know a lot of people were using the Darwin grip.
I don't know if I can use it. I mean, once again, I can't say it's not good. The way I flip my weed eater and stuff to do edging, I don't know if that would be in my way. So I guess one day I'll have to just try it for fun, right?
Yeah. So Josh's Lawn and Landscape said, I mow the world's best grass. Bahia. I don't even think I'm saying
Bahi grass?
Bahia? I can't say it.
Wait, are you saying that being just joking around? Is it tough to mow? Like,
I think it is, right? Because that's what your stepdad thought that was.
oh yeah.
So,
I
Virginia
don't like
buttonwood is terrible.
I don't like mowing crabgrass. When we have weedy lawns, the crabgrass and clover are the worst. Clover yards are definitely the worst.
So, do you have a favorite landscaping lawn care YouTube channel that you watch?
Okay, guys.
And I'm like low on battery, so we probably have to start wrapping it up. But this is a good one, so we will we'll definitely talk about what YouTube we watch, because we watch everything.
Yes, we watch homesteaders and stuff, but I gotta say, he's a small channel, but my favorite YouTube to watch right now is Ratliff Lawn Care. I don't know if you guys have watched
Wes
them.
and Mariah.
Wes
yeah.
and Mariah, they're not at 1,000 subscribers yet, so hopefully they get there one day, but I love watching their videos. They're awesome, and they're right over in Tennessee. And I do watch other guys too. I watch some of Spencer's and TQ's stuff.
We watch Jay's. We watch Vicky and Mark with Mark's Misfit World, and we even watch Vicky's videos on her channel.
It's just harder to comment because, like Wes would tell you, when you watch it on the big TV, you can't really comment.
We really do try to subscribe and watch as many people as possible. So our TV kind of just runs.
Yes.
You know, I think this time of year we're watching more
farming, homesteading videos and stuff
just
like that.
Just because we're still learning that process. And then in the winter we do start watching, you know, the lawn care videos again, because I don't know, we just like to catch up with everybody in the community.
And what they're doing.
Yeah.
We like to see their videos. I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching guys talk
The equipment.
when they talk and stuff.
Yeah, we like to see the equipment and, you know, how everybody's doing with their equipment. So, yeah, we just enjoy everybody, so. And Jay said he loves watching Ratliff too. Yeah, it's it's nice when you can watch a channel and see that they're really down to earth and just you know we've always said to people, like, we're just like you, especially when we went to GIE, people would come up to us and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm meeting you. Well, I can't believe I'm
Yes,
meeting
definitely.
you.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
want Exterminator too. Bugs keep biting me.
Yeah, Exterminator. Yeah, there's so many people that we watch that we even forget.
And they lived at Ratliff and Exterminator live within what, an hour and a half both ways from us. And we were over by them guys, but we didn't get to meet up with you when we were in Tennessee. But hopefully one day we'll get to meet up. They say
all the channels you can learn from,
yes,
for sure.
Everybody, I've learned stuff from people watching YouTube. Definitely a good resource to have. You just weed through what works best for you. Everybody has their preference. I get a lot of comments on how I don't weed eat right. Well, that's the way I've always weed eated, and it's how I like doing it, and I would never change how I'm weed eating. But some people might weed eat like me. I do a lot of stuff backwards, but you can learn from everybody on here, from everybody
Yeah, we'll let
has
you
something
guys
good
know
to
when
say.
we're coming back to Tennessee. I know that we have a lot of subscribers that are in Tennessee, so we will let you guys know.
Yes.
Great live. Thanks for all you do. So many good channels. It is hard to see them all. It is. That's why I said we just keep our TV like running. So, but even when you're uploading a video, it's on another page is open.
Yeah, I have another page on watching somebody's channel. Oh, I'm always waiting for
Outdoors
somebody's
with the
stuff to pop up.
Morgans.
Yeah.
We watch Outdoors with the Morgans.
Roots and
Also,
Refuge.
Yeah.
We have a couple people around us, Art and Bree, that are homesteaders around here. Justin Rhodes. They don't live far from us. We watch all them guys too. And
yeah, there is a few other ones too that I really enjoy watching, but
like GCI, what's his name, Pete? He puts out good videos.
On See,
doing
there's so
lawns.
many that we
Yeah.
watch, but so we really do appreciate you guys watching though, and if you do enjoy these lives and you have questions for us to answer during these lives, then just let us know. Like, hey, this is a question for the live. I think we're actually starting to break up anyway.
Yes.
But so please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And we do appreciate you guys so much. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
And remember, be happy.
Or at least try.
Have a good
night. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, the only thing the buggies start
The
getting out
bugs,
here.
yeah.
But all these candles work. Maybe we just gotta add more.
It would be loud inside though because our kids
Yes.
are playing video games.
Yes, so. Okay. Have a good night, guys. And you did pretty good at moderating.
Bye, Kylie. Bye, Josh.
Don't forget to watch tomorrow's video.
Bye, Vicky. Bye, Jay, Christina, Lucy. Bye, everybody.
I don't even know how to end these things.
Blake Phil was on here from South Carolina.
How do you end these things, guys?